Okay. Rena and Lois have some money. Rena has 5/6 of the total amount of money. Lois spends £75. Rena, it says Renna, but we'll assume it's still Rena, spends 85% of her money. The total money they now have is 25% of the total money they had at the start. Okay, and the question we're asked is how much money did Rena have at the start? Okay, well, as ever, I'm going to draw a block for Rena, a block for Lois, and we've divided the whole amount into sixths, and Rena has 5 of those sixths. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to actually draw these. This is going to be 1/6 here, one of those sixths. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember, Rena has 5 of the sixths. Okay. And Lois, presumably, then has 1 of 1/6. Okay. Now, I've made them bigger because I can see that I'm going to have to be dividing them. We're then told that Lois spends £75. Okay, well, I can't do anything with that piece of information at the moment because I don't know how £75 relates to this sixth, this part that I have here. But we're told that Rena spends 85% of her money. Okay, so what parts do I have here? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. What I'm going to do is divide them up because um, I want to be able to show 85%. So we're going to first, now this would give me 10 parts. Okay, so if it was 80%, I would just leave it at that, but it's 85%. So I'm actually going to divide all of these parts like this. Okay, and because I've changed all of these parts, I'm going to do the same over here so that all of the parts are equal. So now, instead of having 5 parts, I have 20 parts here. Okay, so we're told that Rena spends 85% of her money. Okay, so that would bring us up to, well, that would be 90%, wouldn't it? So that's 85%. There we go. So this is all the money that Rena spent. So this is the 85% spent. Okay. And we're told now, so we've dealt with that bit. We've dealt with that bit. We haven't dealt with this bit yet. We're then told after Lois and Rena spend their money that the total money they have now is 25% of the total money they had at the start. Okay, so what did they have at the start? Well, at the start, they had, remember, this is now 20 parts, and here we have another 4 parts. So this whole model, the start, consists of 24 parts. Okay, and 25% of that is obviously a quarter of that. That's 6 parts. Okay, so how many parts do we have here? 1, 2, 3 parts. So Rena has 3 parts. That means Lois must also have 3 parts in order for there to be 6 parts all together. So Lois must have spent this, and this then must be equal to 75. Okay, so one of these parts we now know we have a value that we can attribute to it, which is 75. Okay, so what are we asked? We are asked how much money did Rena have at the beginning, which is this here. okay, which is 20 parts. So we need to know 75 times 20, and 75 times 20 gives us 1,500 pounds altogether. Okay, well, that makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you.